So again, it's Hester with that highest career punt return average in history. Ready for a chance, and he fields it at the 9. Here goes Hester. Hester got the edge and does exactly what they were concerned with all week long.
His initial read was covered.
Weatherford, this one not much hang time at all, so Hester has a play from the 31. Able to shake off a couple of hits. Here he goes again. Devin Hester breaking one down the sidelines and pushed out of bounds finally.
He lets it fly, and Hester's got a chance to bring it back from the 35. Here he goes. Hester still going and brought down at the Lions 25.
So they would own a tie break. 10-3 Cleveland lead. Hester coming up to get it at the 10-yard line. Running it back the other way. Still on his feet. Still on his feet and run out of bounds close to midfield. An excellent return.
Hester backing all the way up into the end zone, and out he comes again. 15, 20, up the sideline, and bounced out of bounds at about the 40.
Kluwe punting from his own 20. Angling it towards the sideline, taken out the 21 by Hester. And this is the best punt return against the Vikings this season.
The Atlanta defense has done once they get down on the field.
He gets to run this one back. Breaking to the outside, trying to turn the corner.
Low line drive punt. Fielded by Hester at his own 47. And look out! This is a return they're looking for. And Hester is tackled inside the 10-yard line.
Snap to Kluwe out of his end zone. Poor kick. Line drive, taken 2-3 hops, taken on the hop by Hester. All Vikings to the right side. Goes back to the left, breaks a tackle up the middle, 40, 35, 30. Here we go. Hester to the 20. Kluwe missed him at the 10. 5. Touchdown! Touchdown! Devin Hester! The Windy City Flyer is back again.
And the second half in Chicago is underway. Taken at the goal line by Hester. Hester across the 30, still on his feet, the 40, and then he stumbles down.
For his first career touchdown and a 7-0 lead for the Browns on the Ravens. Here is Devin Hester out of the end zone. Hester leaping across the 25, down the sideline. Hester breaks his first big one as a Baltimore Raven across the 45.
Are the Packers, and now Maste hits it end over end. It takes a Green Bay bounce, but right to Devin Hester. Has some room. Devin Hester. Maste slowed him down, and Hester spins down inside the 30.
There, but it's one-on-one. I'll take it, like just there. In Seattle, here's Hester going to take it out from deep in the end zone. Hester! Devin Hester! What a return from the former Falcon.
Of the Chicago Bears throughout almost the history of the franchise. And of course, with Jim Johnson running the defense in Philadelphia, that's what they've looked like over the last decade. Devin Hester to run the kickback. Down the sideline he goes. Devin Hester trying to stay in bounds and does. And David Akers is there for the tackle and loses his helmet.
Going for 160 yards here today. They're going to kick it away. And you know Hester's bringing it out. There's no debate about that. Here he comes around to 15 to the 20. And Devin Hester to the 45. Run out of bounds by Walsh. And now with 14 seconds left.
Yeah, you would expect them to pull a page out of the Chicago playbook, kick it short, let an up back take it. With that much time left on the clock, 14 seconds, you're not going to try a lot down the field. You're going to go into overtime.
Hester from 8 yards deep will take this one out. And Hester still going. Devin Hester at the 40. Janikowski makes sure he goes out of bounds.
They're doing. Down to Devin Hester at the 4. Hester breaks tackles, has the middle of the field, and he's taken off, and he's brought down. A saving tackle made by Ninkovich.
It's the return game. The Bears, boy, oh boy, how quick is Hester? Just the movement, the
ability to make cuts and go forward without losing speed, running some steps. But you don't make that decision, I don't think, Jim, this early.
Kanan, beautiful punt as Hester retreats to the 38, and he's past everybody except the punter, and he breezes past him, and it's Devin Hester's night to high step. He's just broken Deion Sanders' record. He was tied with Deion for 19 career total return touchdowns. That's number 20.
Down on that sideline, I might look to Patrick Ramsey just to give our team a chance to function.
Louis tried to kick away from Hester. Devin got it at the 35. He hit it hard. Hester down the sideline. There's the National Football League record. 14 career returns for touchdown.
That ball's a line drive. No one touches Devin Hester. Of the 14 returns for touchdowns, that's probably the easiest.
And the receivers.
This one will be returned by Hester. And he somehow broke free. Hester trying to change the momentum on his own. Webb is able to run him down at about the 35.
But their spelling just got a little out of whack.
He's played in a lot of stadiums.
You want everything, Kenny?
Here's Hester. Devin Hester out across the 40, across midfield. And he is finally tackled at the 35-yard line.
And he did everything wrong, too. He's backpedaling. He's in the end zone, but he is so good. It's setting everything up. He comes straight up the field and then breaks to the right.
Saw that note, 10 punt returns for touchdowns, and this one returnable for Hester. Into the open field, and this will be a record for Devin Hester. No penalty flag, 69 yards.
They had a couple of first downs on their first drive, taking the opening kick out to about the 45, but nothing since. As Hester now has a break. Here comes Hester inside the 50 and down the sidelines and the burst, and he is gone. 73 yards, Devin Hester. And Devin Hester electrifies them once again at Soldier Field.
And Devin Hester hasn't had much of a day today. We get a chance here from the 25. 40. Here he goes. Cuts it back, and he is gone. 10-5 touchdown, Devin Hester. 75 yards.
If you're going to punt to Devin Hester, you've got to pin him on a sideline. Gets a good block, and then it's what Devin Hester does. And said, all I want to do is returns.
Hester, 8 yards into his own end zone. And he's in the open field. You got to be kidding. He's got one man to beat and run out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Oh, my goodness, what a start.
Devin Hester has 13 kickoff returns and punt returns in his career for touchdown, tying Bobby Mitchell for the all-time record. They've been kicking the punts away from him, so Hester will finally get his hand on a kick here at the 15. And Hester has the sideline. Devin Hester going for the record. Cutting back inside at the 30. Hester at the 20. Swoop down at the 6-yard line.
I mean, the return starts one way. Look at these two guys go one way. The wedge goes the other way, and Devin Hester finds his stride. I am stunned that he didn't score, but what a way to start the second half.
Around to just about everyone with a Falcons uniform on. And it has been impressive against one of the best defenses in the league. Hester going to take it out from the seats, trying to make something happen. He's got a lot of room. Devin Hester gets through. Devin Hester down to the 30.
Again, they angle it toward the sidelines, and Hester running from west to east. He's got a line set up. He's across midfield, down the sideline. Hester will take it all the way. 81 yards for a Bears touchdown. His first return touchdown in 29 games.
a Bear to his left, and watch everybody start to get collapsed down, no contain. Here comes your wall. Now you got the old-fashioned picket fence down the sideline. I mean, to have a performance like last week and emphasize it and talk about it and then come in and have the same thing happen this week is just unacceptable for the Bears, for the Redskins special teams.
And now Robert Malone, Chicago's going to get great field position again. What a punt by Malone. All the way back to the 18. But another good return by Hester. Crossing the 40, and again it's Malone, who had a hand on him, couldn't get him out of bounds, and Hester will take it the distance.
Look at what, this is the classic out punting your coverage. Look how everything has collapsed to that hash. And that gives a guy like Hester, they thought they had him pinned down, and it was actually a good punt. You want him to field it inside or as he approaches the numbers, but you cannot collapse the coverage team the way they did.
They almost got to players' kick. Devin Hester from the 18. Reading box, Devin Hester into the open field. And Hester picks up another block. Devin Hester, the punter to beat. He beat him. Devin Hester all the way. Touchdown, Chicago Bears.
It's just incredible.
That is exactly what he did in college at Miami to Louisville when they had a big lead. And the rookie does it again, 82 yards.
Absolutely incredible. They've scored no points on their own offense.
Their offense has been
nothing
horrible.
on their offense. They have 2 scores on defensive plays and a score on a punt return.
We talked about the Chicago Bears as a football team. Tonight, the special teams and the defense have jumped up.
And I guarantee you, there's a text message from Dion's phone to Devin's phone right now.
Chest high snap to Baker. Sends it high up in the air. It's going to back up Devin Hester to his 16-yard line. He's going to return it. He's going to run right. And with a burst to the 25-30. Opening 35-40. Right side midfield. Got to block that field to the 40. 30, 20, 15, 10. No chance. Goodbye. Touchdown. Welcome to the NFL. The Windy City Flyer. Devin Hester takes it back 84 yards, baby. I tell you, my heart's beating so fast right now. That was just pure speed and acceleration.
Well, you kick to Hester. Yeah, you do.
Devin Hester from the 12. 30.
I don't get it.
40.
I don't get it.
This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
I don't get Sauerbrunn kicking it again right down the middle of the field.
88 yards.
Are your memories that short? It wasn't that long ago. He ran a punt back for a touchdown. Devin Hester goes right through the coverage. Look at that hole. What a breakdown by the Broncos.
Todd Sauerbrunn has had 2 of the worst looks at Devin Hester today from the ground looking up as Hester went by him.
3.4-yard punt return average, number 1 in the NFL for Devin Hester. Kluwe to our left at the 21 takes the snap and drives it deep and to the far side, tracking it down inside his 10 and circling to the 5 right as Devin Hester gets a block from Ayabadejo. Slices 2. Now 3 Vikings. Tears him up at the 20. Running right at the 30. Hester to the 40. There is nothing, and I mean nothing, but Kentucky bluegrass in front of him. Touchdown! 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 Devin Hester! Touchdown Bears! Listen to this crowd.
And that's what you've been saying all the commercials. Something big had to happen on behalf of the Bears to get these guys out of their seats and jacked up.
And what took Gale Sayers 7 years to accomplish in a Hall of Fame career with 8 career touchdowns on 118 returns, Devin Hester is matched in 22 games. 8 kick return touchdowns.
Devin Hester, the rookie who was so dangerous, who went to college here at Miami. He led the NFC in both kickoff returns and punt returns. And the Colts have had a hard time all season covering kicks. It's Hester trying to work it back to the middle. Gets past the first wave, and here he goes. It's Hester inside the 30. Hester's going to take it all the way for a touchdown. And no flag, 92 yards. Can you believe it?
Directional kick outside the numbers. They've got him. But what happens when you're so worried about Devin Hester? You don't attack. In most kickoff teams, they attack. So they're catching, and when you're catching the blocks, all of a sudden, you cannot react. And Devin Hester finally goes, look, there's a big opening. He takes it, and he just outruns everybody.
Even watching himself on the Jumbotron.
Really spotless on the drive. Let's see what Devin Hester can do with this kick from the 10. Great, free in the open. Devin Hester, goodbye. A record 5th return for a touchdown.
Let's see what he can do with the kickoff. How did you like what you just saw?
94 yards, as we said. 5th return this season, tying the National Football League record. Great chance for field position. You have 10 Bears up close here. And they do kick it deep. Back to Devin Hester at the 5. Devin Hester with lanes thrown down because of the onside. Takes it 95 yards for his 2nd kickoff return of the night. Touchdown! And an NFL record 6th return of the year. This one 96 yards, and he is unbelievable.
Wow. Every time we watch him, he's scoring.
Where do you kick it? On kickoffs, you have to kick it out of bounds and give it to him on the 40.
And what's so interesting here, you don't have the regular setup of blockers, the wall to form, the wedge to form in front. You had 10 guys, and this isn't your best blocking team on kick return. It's the hands team.
Maybe that's the way you do it, Mike.
Answered on the approach. Off to our left. Sends it in the air. Down the middle and sailing now to the near side. From the 2, Hester going to run it out. Angling middle to the 10. Gets a block of the 15. Through a crack of the 20. He's on his way at the 30. He's got the sideline. He's by Hansen. He's got the left side. Sheds Middleton. He's going to go at the 25. Middle of the field. 10, 5. Touchdown! Touchdown!
I'm telling you, he's the scariest special team player in the league right now. And you give him, and he uses a stiff arm. So he didn't avoid everybody. He pushed someone out of the way, Big Jeff.
97 yards. And then some when you consider he was weaving his way, zigzagging across the field. And Devin Hester, you are ridiculous.
Our best wishes to Sean, and we'll see him and the Saints next Sunday night. Devin Hester is going to run it back, and Devin Hester is off to the races. And just when Minnesota had life, Hester says, take that. Touchdown Chicago.
Pure magic. Just sit back and enjoy. It doesn't take much. A little crack there, a little move there.
If he misses it, the Bears will get the ball at their own 42. Eagles to put it down. Feely's kick. Pressure kick. Not even close. And now Hester, after hesitating, he's going to run it out. And Hester is going to run it out past the 40 into Giants territory. He is going to go all the way. Touchdown Chicago. And no flag. What a deke by Hester. I mean, the kick is short. He waits to see what develops. There he is, nothing. A little fake, and the next thing you know, it's a play that equals the longest play in the history of the National Football League on a missed 52-yard attempt.